Editing cell contents in Excel 2016. Chapter Focus. Selecting cells, copying and moving data, entering numbers as the text, deleting cell contents, editing data in a cell, autofill feature, undo and redo changes. So we will learn all these in this chapter. Are you ready, children? Wonderful. Selecting cells. Most of the editing operations performed on a worksheet are done by selecting one or more cells, rows, columns, or the entire worksheet. Tidbit. The process of changing data, either partially or completely, is called editing. Selecting a cell. To select a cell, follow these steps. Click on the cell to be selected. It will turn into an active cell and its border will turn green. Additionally, you may use the arrow keys to change the active cell. Selecting a row. To choose a row, perform the following steps. Step 1. Move the mouse pointer on the row header of the desired row. The pointer will turn into an arrow. Step 2. Click the row header. The complete row is chosen. Selecting a column. To select a column, follow these steps. Step 1. Put the mouse pointer on the column header of the chosen column. The pointer will turn into an arrow. Step 2. Click on the column heading. Full column will be selected. So here in the case of a row, you selected Aman. Okay? When you click on Aman, only one cell will be selected. But if you click on 2, the entire row is chosen. Similarly, when you click on Aman, only that cell will be selected. But when you click on A, the entire column will be selected. Selecting a range of cells. A range is a rectangular segment of adjacent cells whose borders share at least one side. A range is defined by the cell addresses of the upper left and the lower right cells separated by a colon. For instance, the address of the range is A1 colon C10. The address of the top left cell is A1. The address of the bottom right cell is C10. To change the contents of a range of cells, the range must be selected first. Using the mouse. Step 1. Click on the first cell that you want to include in the range. Step 2. Hold and drag the mouse to select the cells. You will note that every cell in the selected group gets highlighted except the active cell. Using the keyboard. Press the Shift key on the keyboard and press the arrow keys to make the selection. Quick tip. To select entire worksheet, press Ctrl+A. Selection multiple cells. Click on the first cell to select a group of non-adjacent cells. Click the other cells while holding down the Ctrl key to select them. Each selected cell will get highlighted. Selecting the whole worksheet. To select the entire worksheet, click the triangle labeled. Select all buttons that is situated above row 1. Or simply press Ctrl+A on the keyboard. Entering numbers as the text. The most common reason to enter numbers as the text is to maintain formatting like part numbers, STD codes, or telephone numbers. When we try to enter the values directly, such as 011, we can see that Excel just strips off the leading zeros. The problem is that Excel is treating these values as numbers or dates. We need a way to tell Excel to treat this input as text. There are two methods you can do this. The first method. The first way is to use a single apostrophe like apostrophe 011 When entering the values, this tells Excel to treat the content as text. Method 2. The second way is to format cells as text before inputting the values. This will cause Excel to treat all input to these cells as text. To open the Format Cell dialog box, press Ctrl+1 or Ctrl+Shift+F on the keyboard. In the Format Cells dialog box, click on the Number tab and select the text option. Click on the OK button. So this is what you do. Entering date and time. To enter a date in Excel, use the slash or hyphen characters such as 08/03/2022 or 08-03-2022. To enter a time, use the colon like 10:25:15. You can also enter a date and a time in one cell. Excel recognizes and supports several date formats. To display the entered date in a different format, select the cell or cells and open the Format Cell dialog box using Ctrl+Shift+F shortcut key. In the Format Cells dialog box, click on the Number tab and select the Date option. Choose any desired format of date and click on the OK button. Similarly, you can choose a different time format by clicking on the Time option. Editing data in a cell. There are two ways to change or edit the data in a cell. Direct editing. Step 1. Double-click inside the cell to edit. A cursor will appear. Step 2. You can now edit the data as needed. Use the keyboard to type. Press the Enter key. Undo and redo changes. To undo the last action, select the Undo option on the Quick Access toolbar. Your last change will be undone. Continue clicking until all your mistakes have been undone. Sometimes you accidentally undo something that was not a mistake. To reverse the undo, select the Redo option on the Quick Access toolbar. Your last undo was reverted. Continue clicking until all the undos have been redone. Quick tip. Undo Ctrl+Z. Redo Ctrl+Y. Copying and moving data. Copying the content of cells means duplicating the contents of cells or a range of cells from one location to another. Moving the content of cells means removing content of cells or a range of cells from one location and placing them to another location. Copying the data. Follow these steps to copy and paste data from one cell to another. Step 1. Select the data in cell that needs to be copied. Step 2. Click on the Copy button in the clipboard group of the Home tab. Step 3. Select the location where the data needs to be copied. Step 4. Click on the Paste button in the clipboard group of the Home tab. The data gets pasted to a new location. Quick tip. Copy, Ctrl+C. To cut, Ctrl+X. To paste, Ctrl+V. Moving the data. Data can be moved from one location and pasted at another location in the worksheet. Follow these steps to cut and paste the data. Step 1. Select the data in cells that need to be moved. Step 2. Click on the Cut button in the clipboard group of the Home tab. Step 3. Select the cells where you would like to move the data. Step 4. Click on the Paste button in the clipboard group of the Home tab. The data or content of the cell is moved to the new location. The data will not be available at the original location. Trivia. Copying the content of cells means duplicating the content of cells or a range of cells from one location to another. Moving the content of cells means removing content of cells or range of cells from one location and placing them to another location. Snippet. When we delete the contents of a cell, the cell remains there, but only its contents are erased. Deleting cell contents. To delete any cell content, follow these steps. Step 1. Select the cell or a range of cells. Step 2. Click on the delete button or backspace button on the keyboard. Deleting cells. To delete cells, follow the given steps. Step 1. Select the cell or cells to be deleted. Step 2. Click on the Home tab. Step 3. Select Delete button from the cells group. In the Delete drop-down menu, click on the Delete Cells option. A delete dialog box with 4 options will appear. Delete, shift cells left, shift cells up, entire row, entire column. Shift cells left deletes the selected cells and moves the cells to the right. Shift cells up deletes the cells selected, the cells below shift up. Entire row deletes the selected row, the row below shifts up. Entire column deletes the selected column and shifts the column on the right or to the left. Step 4. Click on the radio button before the shift cells left option. Step 5. Click OK button. The selected cells are deleted and the cells on the right move to the left. Deleting a row. To delete a row from a worksheet, follow these steps. Step 1. Select the row by clicking on the row header that you want to delete. Step 2. Click on the down arrow of the delete button under the cells group of the Home tab. A drop-down list appears. Step 3. Select the delete row option from the drop-down list. The selected row is deleted from the worksheet. Deleting a column. To delete a column from a worksheet, follow these steps. Step 1. Select the column that you want to delete from a worksheet. Step 2. Click the down arrow of the delete button under the cells group of the Home tab. A drop-down list appears. Step 3. Select the delete column option from the drop-down list. The selected column gets deleted from the worksheet. Autofill feature. Microsoft Excel offers an excellent feature, autofill, to input data easily in a worksheet rather than typing it manually. For example, many of the worksheets you create with Excel require entering a series of sequential dates or numbers. Fact Hunt. Excel's autofill feature makes short work of this kind of repetitive task. To create a text series using the autofill feature, follow these steps. Step 1. Type the first entry in the selected cell. Here we have typed January. Step 2. Move the cursor to the bottom right corner of the cell. It will turn into a solid cross. This is called the fill handle. Step 3. Drag the fill handle to the cell where you want to fill the number with series. Step 4. Release the mouse button. The cells in the gray area will be filled with a series of months from February to December. Note: to create a numeric series, enter the first 2 values of data in adjacent cells to decide the incremental value. Thinking skill. Tell the use of the autofill feature. Alternate method. Step 1. Type the first number in a series. Step 2. Select the cell and the cells that you want to autofill. Step 3. Click on the Home tab. Step 4. Click on the Fill button in the editing group. Step 5. From the Fill drop-down menu, select Series. A series dialog box opens. Enter the step value. You can also change or select other values. Step 6. Click OK. The cells are filled with a series. Chapter recap. To select a cell, simply click on the cell. To select non-adjacent row or column, select the row or column and then hold down the control key while selecting other row or columns. There are two ways to change or edit the data in a cell: direct editing or editing using the formula bar. Excel copies the cell contents and formatting when you copy a cell range, row, or column. To enter data in Excel, use the slash or hyphen characters such as 08 backslash 03 backslash 2021 or 08 hyphen 03 hyphen 2021. Then enter time using the colon, like 10 colon 25 colon 15. You can also enter a data and a time in one cell. The autofill feature in Excel is used to automatically fill series of data in rows and columns based on the values of other cells.